If you want to be rich, if you want to be fit, if there's anything that you want in life right now, put your best foot forward with what you have right now. Hey guys, it's Drea and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Things look a little different because I'm inside my bathroom and I just decided I just wanted to do, I guess, some different scenery today. But I came here to talk to you guys about a few things, just, checking you guys in with my 2026, how things have been going. Um, and, my motto and my mantra for this year, I've just figured it out. It's fit and rich in 365 days. Like, I don't know. I was just thinking like over the last week or so, and I'm just like, I'm trying to be fit and I'm trying to be rich the next 365 days. And if you know, I was laid off last year and I'm just like rebuilding and getting myself back together. I'm still not back at like a full-time job in my industry, but I have been creating different streams of income for myself. And I did start my YouTube channel when I was laid off a year ago. And I started at zero and now I have over 1,400 subscribers. And that's still a small number to some, but for me, somebody who started at zero, I never even saw myself in this space. I'm very happy and I'm really thankful, and I appreciate all the people who support me, watch my videos, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So I'm figuring out where my lane is for the next 365 days and how I'm going to get to the money. And what I have figured out is that it has to start with my mindset. It starts with discipline. It starts with having the willpower to do some of these things that I'm setting out to do. It starts with my mental health, my emotional health, how I talk to myself, the things that I eat and put in my body, my workout. All that's how you get rich. It starts with you. I know for me, it starts with my everyday habits. And I'm going to tell you guys some of the things that I've been doing so that I can make sure I'm rich and fit in 365 days. And I hope that you guys get on this journey with me. So, first, let's talk about fitness. So, I have been doing Pilates classes twice a week. Reformer Pilates. Reformer Pilates is the Pilates that is on the like, if you see, it looks like a bed. That's a reformer Pilates. And I don't do traditional Pilates. I do, like, I don't know if you ever heard of solid core, so it's like a lot more strength training and a little bit more cardio. So I've been doing that, and I've been doing like walking on the treadmill or outside the other 3 or 4 times a week, days in a week, so that I'm disciplining myself to work out. Because I'm getting older. I'm going to be 37 this year. And, once you start gaining weight in your 30s, it's harder to get it off. And then when you do get it off, it's even harder to like lose belly fat. So it's like once you gain a certain amount of weight in your stomach, even when you lose weight, you still might have a hard time losing the belly fat. So I don't want things to get too out of hand as far as my weight gain, so that when I do lose weight and I am working out and I'm trying to get my six pack, my abs will come through. So, just making that goal of, you know, going to Pilates twice a week. When I first started doing Pilates, I did not like it. It was hard. Like the first movement I would do, I was sweating and I was just like forcing myself to get through the class. But now it has become so much more peaceful for me. It's like a hour of peace to myself where I don't have to think about anything else but challenging myself. So I'm really appreciative of that. When I take my evening walks and, just getting a breath of fresh air, that helps me to just like settle my thoughts and organize my thoughts. And it really does help relieve stress when you like work out. But especially for me, like being outside, smelling the fresh air, seeing other people working out outside, the cars going past, like just the wind, the breeze, looking at nature, like that's really been helping me too. So that's how I'm getting fit in 365 days. I will look like a different person in 365 days. And then as far as how I'm going to be rich, Also, I forgot to add this in. I was wearing half wigs. This sounds random, but it's all gonna tie in together. I was wearing half wigs because it was easy. Like I got laid off, so my money ain't what it used to be. Can't just go out and spend $200+ to get my hair done. So I was wearing half wigs, and I saw people on TikTok saying that their hair was breaking off from half wigs. But I was just like, that's some people was wearing them to sleep. I was not wearing them to sleep. Child, I was wearing my half wigs like right here, and then I was like putting a headband like right here, right? One day I looked, my hair was thinning right here. Like I had a bald spot. I'm gonna insert a picture. And I was like, oh no, I am not gonna have no bald spot. And I remember when I was younger, I would see my hair breaking off or thinning, and I would be like, whatever, it's gonna grow back, but I wouldn't change anything. I would still be wearing the hairstyles that was pulling my edges out or straightening my hair or dyeing it or permanent and all these crazy things I used to do to my hair when I was in my 20s and thinking my hair was going to grow back. And, it's grown back since then. But back then, my hair was horrible. It was always breaking off. And so I've gotten my hair to a decent place. And I'm like, we ain't going back there. My leave out might be a little fried, but the rest of my hair is good. And even with my leave out being fried, I told myself, I'm like, okay, it's time for some change. So as you can see, you don't normally see me with braids or twists or whatever. I did these spring twists in my hair. I still don't even know how I feel about it. But that is a part of the rich mindset and the disciplined mindset. It's like, yeah, you may want to wear wigs, you might want to straighten your hair, you might want to get a sew-in or whatever. But what rich person do you know is walking around with no edges? Like when everything has to be together. Everything has to be together. If I want to be rich, I got to make sure I'm taking care of my hair, I'm taking care of my mental health, I'm taking care of my emotional state. Like everything has to be together. So I will not be having a bald spot thinking I'm about to go be rich. I'm lining up everything that I can control so that God will bless me with the bag and with the riches. And if that starts with me having to change my hair because I had a bald spot, that's just what it is. So I'm going to pivot a little bit just to show y'all the hair I use. I use this hair, which is the Expressions 1B 16-inch. You only need two. They're $6 each, so that's super cheap. I use this gel called the Red One Gel to twist it in my hair. I started with a braid and then it went down as a twist. Super easy, low maintenance. It helps with my for when I'm about to do my Pilates when I work out. I don't got to worry about no wig falling off. I just put this into like a ponytail or whatever, and I can work out. And I did it myself. It only took about 4 hours. It doesn't take that long. The hair is supposed to be curly at the end, but I dipped it because I just did not like how it looked curly. Because if you're anywhere near my age, then you remember Kinky Twist, and it would just look too much like Kinky Twist. And I used to wear my hair like that all the time when I was younger, and so I just dipped it. I was like, you know what? Let's just do the straight ends, and I'll probably wear my hair like this going into the summertime, because you can't see the bald spot right now, but I'm telling you, or maybe you can. It was thinning like right here. It was bad. So yeah, I'm trying to be rich. I'm trying to be fit. I'm trying to have all my hair, all my teeth. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of it too. Taking care of yourself, your health, your wealth, all that ties in together. Um, and then also another thing that I'm learning on this journey is like knowing when it's time to pivot. Like how many times have you been in situations where you know it don't feel right and you keep gaslighting yourself and telling yourself that it could get better or, just wait it out and it doesn't get better? I feel like that's where I am right now. Like, I have been trying to get back into my career for a year. I've changed my resume, I've talked to recruiters, I've walked into places, I've done a little bit of everything trying to get back into my field. And I get interviews, I'll get to the second and third interview, and then out of nowhere, they're like, hey, we have to pause the hiring process. I don't know why. I don't know why that keeps happening to me. And you can sit around and say, oh, it'll get better or something will come through. And I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to pivot. I have to find different means of income. And if that means working at a store or whatever it has to do, working at two stores, whatever, I'll do it. Like, I'm not going to just keep sitting around and waiting on my career job. Not just working at a store or going into stores or whatever, but finding different streams of income on my own. I'm working a part-time job right now, but I'm kind of like a independent contractor for that job. So that is a stream of income that I have created for myself, which I'm very proud of. I'm not getting paid on YouTube yet, but I know that I will be soon. This is another avenue that I'm going about so I can be rich in 365 days. So my channel can be monetized. I'm using all of my God given talents to get to where I'm trying to be this year. I know that when I was laid off for a reason. I was working a 9 to 5. I was complaining all the time. I was like, I'm tired. I'm not being creative here. God has blessed me with so many different talents, and I'm just clocking into a job that I did not hate my job. I actually liked my job, but I wasn't able to be as creative as I wanted to be because of the type of job that I worked for, and disclosures and things like that. Is just I just couldn't be creative, and I just felt like I was dying creatively. And on top of that, I'm in my mid to late 30s now. So I was like, well, if I'm in my mid to late 30s, like when am I ever going to be able to live my dream and do what it is that I was really put here on earth to do, which is to talk to you guys and connect with you guys, and we share our experiences. That is me. I'm just like a creative person that just loves to talk and connect with people, and I just was not doing that. And I prayed to God. I said, God, I want to be an entrepreneur. God, I want to have multiple streams of income. And then in a week, my job was gone. They were like, your job doesn't exist anymore. So it's like, I literally had to hit rock bottom to make a way for myself so that I would not be stuck in a 9 to 5. And like I said, I don't have the money yet. The money's coming in 365 days, but I'm doing what I have to do to get there. And I'm so thankful, even though it's been hard, it's been tough. Some days I look around, I don't know how this bill's gonna get paid. I don't know how that bill's gonna get paid. Then rent is the biggest bill of them all. And I'm just like, what am I gonna do, God? Why don't I have a career job with a salary? And, you know, I just start to feel down. But then I remember, like, God is my insurance. That's what I had to tell myself the other night. I was in bed thinking about all these bills that I have, and I had to tell myself, like, God is my insurance. Just like how you have car insurance, you get into a car accident, you can call up State Farm, you can call up a Geico, Progressive, whoever your car insurance people are, and they got you covered. And that was the message that God put on my heart, that He got me covered. I done made it this far. I'm still inside of my apartment. I still got food to eat. I still got a car to drive. Even though every month I'm like, how it's gonna get done? But it always gets done, and I'm so thankful for that. And I'm sorry if I got a little bit off track, but rich and fit in 365 days is the mantra, is the motto, is the mindset. And we're gonna put in whatever it takes. We're eating healthy, um, high protein, low carb. We're working out 5 times a week. We're taking care of our hair. We're taking care of our teeth. We're taking care of our hygiene. We're taking care of our emotional health, our mental health. This is all what it's going to take for us to get rich. It really is getting your mind together first. And I believe that God starts to put ideas into your mind, or you start to attract money. I'll give you guys an example. We had a contest at work. I did not want to do the contest at all. I was just like, they don't even pay enough for this. It's not my job, but it's my stream of income. I'm an independent contractor. But anyway, they had a contest at work, and they were like, oh, whoever wins, you get a prize or whatever. And I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, I just was like feeling like, I don't get paid enough, whatever. Why should I do this? But you know what? I'm just like, let's just do it. That's another thing that I've been telling myself, like, put your best foot forward with everything. It doesn't matter how much you get paid. I had to have a mindset shift. And I was like, you know what, Andrea, just do it. Just do it. Why not? Just do it. And do you know I won that contest? I won the contest, and I've been getting gifts since. Like, one person was like, "Oh, special gift for the person who wins." Do you know 3 people gave me a gift? One of it was a $200 gift card to a fancy restaurant in Miami, which I will be going to soon. But that's my whole point. Like, if you want to be rich, if you want to be fit, if there's anything that you want in life right now, put your best foot forward with what you have right now. And I'm telling you, when you put your best foot forward with what's currently on your plate, God will open doors for you, because what is on your plate right now is what God is willing to give you. If you get what I'm saying, He's like, can you handle this? Oh, you want to be rich, but can you handle this? I'm telling you, even with my YouTube, it's like, am I monetized right now? No. But God is saying, can you handle this? Can you upload once a week like you said you was gonna do? Can you do the contest at work? Can you win the contest? Okay, and then God is like ready to move you to the next level. So that is the message. We want to be rich, we want to be fit, we want to accomplish our goals, but can you handle what's on your plate right now? Can you accomplish what's on your plate right now? Can you overcome what's on your plate right now? And that's what I'm doing. I'm conquering the little things. No, I'm not making as much as I used to make. I'm not doing anything in my field right now. But can I conquer the piece that I have in front of me right now so that God can move me to the next level? So I hope this message made sense. I want to show y'all my hair. I cannot do hair. I'm not perfect at doing hair at all, but this is something that anybody can do. DIY, low maintenance, um, budget friendly. It was very cheap, $6 a pack for the hair. I think I told you it took about 4 hours to do the hair. Here's the back. And I just kind of like free part it because I'm not one of those people that is blessed to be able to part the back of my hair. I can barely part when I can see the part. I'm just not one of those people. But I really think this is a hairstyle that anybody can do. I started as a braid and then I turned it into a twist. So, if you need to give your hair a little break, I would suggest this hairstyle. Like I said, it's the Outre Expressions Springy Afro Twist Hair 16 inches. And I really appreciate you guys coming back to my channel and watching me. And as I go through this journey, keep it up with me, commenting, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. And that's all I have for today. Hope someone got a message out of, my talking points for today. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.